November, and February, this girl was still in Nigeria. I was like, are you not going to resume? Or say, yes, she's still on vacation. What kind of vacation is that? Meanwhile, I didn't even have vacation at the end of the year. So these people are human beings. The difference is their countries have been so structured that you don't need to kill yourself to live. You don't need to work yourself to death because you want to live. I just hope and pray that we either get the leaders who can think towards that direction and take us towards that direction, or this current leadership does that. It is not just about enriching and empowering people around you. It's about making the country good, making the country great, making the country sustainable, because you are going to have children, you're going to have children, and whether you believe it or not, one day down the line in your genealogy, you might now have a generation that do not have money. There have been wealthy Nigerians down, whose great grandparents were wealthy that are not wealthy anymore.
Yeah.
It is a very possible scenario. In a working country, in a working nation, that should not be a challenge. All right, so that should be it for today's episode of TVM Express. Thank you for watching. Remember to interact with us via our socials, like, share, subscribe. You can also download the TVM app on your mobile stores and watch us on the go. I'm Lawrence J.R. Aguele, and we've had, what's your name?
What did I call my name?
What do you call yourself?
I call myself Baron Samuels.
Okay, Baron Samuels has been with me. We also had engineer Frederick Momo, and you saw the personality of Tejiri Kiwe, and this has been TVM Express. Stay tuned.
Hello there, welcome to today's broadcast on Men's Workroom. Men's Workroom talks about, speaks of like a laboratory, a workshop, a processing house where you deal with issues before you take them to the showroom to show to our world and market to our world. And in this men's workroom, we will be looking at different issues that pertains to men on how we can live our lives as married men and have a successful home, as successful fathers, successful businessmen, successful money mongers and millionaires and billionaires. Today we are going to start with what they say is the most important thing a man needs from a woman, and that is the word respect. Respect. There's a whole lot of things going out there talking about respect. Now, what is respect? It's a feeling of deep admiration for someone or something. A feeling of deep admiration for someone or something. When a man feels respected, he feels alive and on top of the world. To take our journey, we are going to consult the book that God gave to mankind to direct his life, called the Bible. We're going to take a ride from there, and we're just going to be taking it in beats and then be driving it home till we all get perfected in it. And that's St. Matthew's Gospel, chapter number 7 and verse number 12. I'm going to read first from the Common English Bible translation. It says, "Therefore, you should treat people in the same way that you want people to treat you. This is the law and the prophet." You should treat people in the same way you want people to treat you. I read it in a complete Jewish Bible, and it goes like this: "Always treat others as you would like them to treat you. That sums up the teaching of the Torah and the prophets. That sums up the teachings of the Torah and the prophets. It means everything Moses was trying to teach the children of Israel, down from Exodus down to Deuteronomy, is about treating people the way you want to be treated. Everything Isaiah, Jeremiah, Hosea, and all it taught was to bring man to this point. And do you really know that when we come to this point of realization and living our lives in the real sense of it, of treating people the way we want them to treat us, this world will be a very balanced place, because you will have a thought before you act. You will have a rethink before you do things. The God Word translation, the C part of it says, that is the meaning of Moses' teachings and the prophets. So I'll start my journey to let you know that since the greatest need that man has of his wife, or man needs from his wife, is respect, I would say that respect starts with you. I'll say that because I bring the quote of John C. Maxwell that says that everything rises and falls on the shoulder or the wings of leadership. Now, a leader is one who influences others to carry out a function or achieve a common goal. That is what a leader is. So respect in the home will actually start with you. It starts with you because you have a whole lot to benefit. Some of the benefits you have to derive from respect starting with you is that, number one, you are the man. It is very important because you are the man. Being the man also means, number two, that you are the head. Being the head means you are the top of everything: joy, pain, sorrow, happiness, and celebration. Number three, you are the chief culture officer of your home. Culture is the way a group of people behave, is the lifestyle, the way and manner in which a group of people or society in a society behave. You are the chief culture officer in your home. The next point is that you are the man in charge. You as the man, you are in charge. You are in charge of victory. You are in charge of woes. You are in charge of tales. You are in charge of everything in the home. Next is that you are responsible for the atmosphere. The atmosphere determines the richness of the soil, determines the richness of the soil. If we can't get the atmosphere right, though the nutrients in the ground might be good, over time is going to respond to what the atmosphere carries. So it is very, very important. And the last thing I wrote down is that you are going to give account of your life and how you manage the resources, which is your wife, your children, everybody in your home, the human capital or the human resources in your home, as well as the material resources and your time in the home. So it is very important that you do this so that you can have a beautiful home full of respect. So the next thing I'm going to bring out is to look at how you can achieve a home full of respect. I just talked about the relevance of it, or the benefit of it. So how do you keep a home full of respect, where your wife respects you to the maximum, what the Jamaican man would call the maximum? How do you do that? Number one, you will need to make your wife know how much you love and appreciate her. How much you love and appreciate her. When women are not appreciated, they give birth to us. They give birth for us damaged products. They give birth for us unhealthy atmosphere. They give birth for us resistance. They give birth for us everything that will shorten our lifespan. So it is very, very important that we do that. And in making this work, we need to start with our thoughts. Because as a man thinks in his heart, so is he. Our thoughts pattern determines our lifestyle. Our thought pattern determines our actions and our reactions. The next thing we need to put forth in showing our wife, to show our wife that we appreciate them is our words. Your words have to be loving, appreciating, and kind. It doesn't have to be judgmental, but it has to be peace, giving, loving, tender, and nice. And thirdly, it has to be in our actions. Action, they say, is louder than voice. If you tell a woman, I love you, and she believes you, and you act opposite or otherwise, and you tell her again you love her, and you act otherwise, she's going to stop believing you over a period of time, because you can't fool somebody all the time. You may fool them sometimes, but you can't fool them all the time. So it is important that your words, your thoughts, your action, and your words tally. Today we have lots of people who are praying for their wives to die. I'm telling you, they are praying for their wives to die so they can marry another wife, because they're tired of her behavior, they are tired of the way she acts. Could it be because of the things that you put in her, the atmosphere you create, the way you behave towards her, that is affecting the way that the atmosphere of your house goes? So check all of these things. It will affect the way you get respect in the home, because as you want others to do to you, you ought to do it. You ought to do that way. And it starts with the mind. If your wife has offended you, she's done so many terrible things to you, and you want to move your life forward, the place to start from is to change your mind about her. If you didn't used to admire her before, now start admiring her. Start looking at her and bring back to memory all those things you like. I've heard some men say, oh, when I married her, she was so slim. Now she's not fat. She's not fat. After 2 children, she's fat. Oh, she's fat, but she's still your wife. Whether slim or fat, she's still your wife. Whatever she is right now, she's still your wife. Whether healthy or sick, she's still your wife. To help you go through this and not go the destructive line is to start looking at those things that you still like about her. Amplify it. There's a tone to which there's a volume to which you amplify it. It will drown the things you do not like. So to change your mind, start celebrating the good sides. It will affect the sides you don't like and keep you going, because marriage is not supposed to be for a little distance. It's for a lifetime. Because the benefits it's going to bring to you are this. Number one, it will boost her self-confidence. And when her self-confidence is boosted, you are going to be amazed and so truly blessed. Number two, it will teach your children to do the same. Because most times it's like parents, like kids. Like parents, like kids. The culture you create affects the culture they disseminate. Number three, it will promote the spirit of honor in your home. The spirit of honor brings about riches, brings about health, brings about wealth, brings about protection. It keeps the devil away. Woo! I love that. It keeps the devil away. So when you promote honor, it keeps the devil away. Number four, it buys you respect. When you show your wife you love her, it earns you respect. It earns you respect. I've seen some women, although some women can be very, very crazy. I've seen some women, they see their husband come to tell their friend, come. See, the fool is coming again. The fool is coming again. How can you say that about your wife, about your husband, who is your head, your crown, and the glory of your home? That's not good at all. So it is important we do this. Then the next point I'll drop here is for you to take note that some men feel that when you show your wife too much that you love her, they will come to the point of over familiarity. They start looking down on you, start having that superiority complex. Now, any woman who looks down on you because you tell her, I love you as my wife, doesn't have honor in her. Now, if that's the case, if that's your state, then we need another class to deal with that, because there's a way to deal with that kind of issue. But on a normal note, if you let your wife know you love her and you appreciate her, it's just going to boost her love and respect and honor for you. The next point is that it glorifies God. Everybody wants to glorify God. Everybody wants to make God glad. Everybody wants to bless the Lord, and that blesses the Lord. The last thing I wrote down here is that it kills the tendency of separation and divorce. Today, so many marriages are heading towards the rock. They are heading towards the rock, and the time to deal with it is now. Respect given is one strong way to keep the devil away from sponsoring divorce or separation in your home. Now, to end this class, you have to do me a favor.